Hello everybody and welcome back to Anno 1404. Now in this episode I want to focus a bit on the city building aspect. What is Anno actually all about? We had a lot of fighting in the past and I hope we have a bit more of a peaceful episode now, since my watchers are safe at the moment. So I'm hoping that there's no bigger force coming in now, and as we can see, we're now using this to advance with our districts. So far, as always, we are going to have just some peasant buildings here to lay out the basic concept, and then, well, we can mix it up with other buildings like we did in this district already, and this is far from over, so there's lots and lots of new buildings coming as well. Over here in this district, we have a church down here, and I would like to have a church here as well for this district, obviously. We need to be careful though that once we have the cathedral, you know, all of the buildings around it will have a church need finished, but still those people here still need something. I want to have my highest quality buildings, of course, around the cathedral, so that is something we need to focus as well. Let's just go with, let's see what we can squeeze in there. If I take this one, as we can see, we can reach all of these buildings there, and yeah, let's do this. So there we have a nice little church in this corner that we can also squeeze in there. I think we might also need, yep, an inn. So money wise, we don't have that much money, but we do have a bit of money. Having an inn close to a church, why not? It works, right? I haven't seen any big coming outs yet. Let's also have the inn here so we can use all of these buildings there. Very good. And what I've also done is I've built now, or used some of my money to build a medium shipyard. So we finally have a medium shipyard that can produce, well, medium ships. That is for the medium trade ship and the medium warship. Both of them cost so close to 30,000 coin. Not something I can do right away. It doesn't cost me that much on the balance though, so it's worth it keeping it for now, as long as we were able to afford it. So in that regard, we can do these things and build bigger ships in the future. Now, let's just have a look there. What I'm really happy about is that for the patricians, we don't really need any new resources. So we can advance quicker in that regard. The only thing I want is more peasants and more citizens then, of course, with the income. So I really, really want to focus on that in this one. Let's get rid of that warehouse there. And instead of it, let's have another district for houses in that area too. We have 160 tons of wood. So that is pretty fine, and look at that, we can have a lot of buildings here. Very good, and let's squeeze in a block of houses here. There we could have something smaller then. And perhaps on this side there too. Close to the orchards there, or orchards, that should work. And here we can have a bigger road then as well. Close to the marketplace there. Looking good so far. Here we do need a road there still, and as we can see, we have a lot of few of these green patches there. I love to have them because we can add then something later, some ornaments, you know, stuff that is beautiful. Let's add another house there, and then we can continue here with another block of buildings. And oh, there was someone trying to invade me again without success. And here as well, and yeah, my wood is running out at this point. So let's not do that. Let's not do too much here in this regard. There we can have another road. Very good, road going through that district. Beautiful. That is that. As we can see, lots of people want to upgrade, especially also a lot of citizens. We can have up to 133 citizens. And well, I do have a few resources left, so why not just upgrade a few more to patricians, especially here in the town center. They pay a lot of taxes, that's a good thing. And as we can see, we still have the dirt roads. So what I could do is I could use some of my bricks that I have to at least have this main road here becoming a paved road now, so that at least one of my roads is fully paved. It's pretty expensive, also on the money side, but it adds a lot to the city then, as we can see. So this is how the city should look then before we go for the nobles then, the biggest civilization status, and with beautiful buildings, I should say. Alright, yeah. Not visible to me, not visible to my eyes. Ah, the music! It's fantastic, really. Let's squeeze there something in. I think we can do some houses here. Yep. Even though that's pretty close here, as we can see now, to the forest huts there. So I should not do it too often. Thank you for purchasing some stuff. And by the way, we have also unlocked now, well, new tax as well with the patricians. So I can now go with another trade here. We still have a bit of honor. And I can now say here, for example, the Occidental shipbuilding upgrades the small and large trading. I could have the diplomatic actions ingratiate and intimidate have a higher success chance. So let's just go with 2 trades there, right? That cost me 150 honor. It cost me. And I thus have a 20% increased probability that my diplomatic actions work. So we might just have a look at that. We have now 90% with Guy for Cass. 78% with Giovanni, so at least that was successful for once, and the Cardinal 66%. Let's try this, and it also was a bit successful there. Oh, and the pirate is here again. Right, let's just go for the security of my harbor area there. I'm also having some ships now done here in Ashgabat. We need to secure this area, and of course also my Murph island there, which is very important for my pottery that we have enough there. And by the way, I could just add a few more. We do have some resources, so going with another clay pit and another clay pit here, and then I could hopefully use, nope, only 1 pottery for now, but that's still fine because they consume quite a lot of clay. So let's add them here as well. There's quite a busy district that we have now. And money-wise, it's fine. And bear in mind, the 2,200, we have lower taxes for peasants and citizens alike. So there's a lot of money missing right now. I just want to upgrade a bit more and use it then to see how many goods we actually consume right now. So I can still make this one here full. There we have then a double road again. And some green patches in between to add some ornaments then once we have the time. Now here I could add another district that I'm going to do right away. We don't need the sheep farms here anymore. Let's also get rid of the sheep fields. Right, for the cloth. Also get rid of that road there. And now we have a bit of room here to have another district as well. Then for our cathedral, or the northern district as it's called. And I think, wait a second, is there a road? There is no road here. Let's get rid of that building. That's working, right? And let's get rid of that. Even though we could have, yeah, double road here too. And I would also like to remodel my center here a bit. So we are just going to have, the cathedral a bit closer to the main area here. And thus we can have a few more houses in this area too, right? So just a bit of pushing the cathedral more towards the harbor area there, because I think it was just a bit too far away. Now this is looking a bit better. So here in the center we do now have a lot of space that we can still use for the cathedral, and around then we have a few more buildings and a bit of room there. So these buildings are a placeholder for now, paying us some taxes. We might keep them, we might remove them for more parks then as well, or something around the cathedral. Up here now we have a bit of more space. Wood we have plenty of anyway. Let's use that to build more peasants. And thus I'm totally out of wood now in Sleepy Hollow, so it's going to take a while for us again to get a bit of wood up there. But it's fine. So we've built a lot of new districts. Let's just finish that this one here too. It's very close to the river, by the way. So here we might just at some point have done something over the river, right? Or, well, we do need some paper mills as well. So there we have the river slots. And it's pretty far away from the cathedral, because I like to have some buildings around the cathedral, obviously. If we would have the cathedral here, I wouldn't have so many buildings there anymore, right? So pushing it more to the center there makes more sense to me. And thus here we have it then. And of course the cider farms, they're only temporary here as well until we can get rid of them. Big town so far. That of course, what we've done right now is going to dramatically increase the consumption for salt, cloth, cider and fish. And so at least for the salt, we should now have something for the salt. Let's just check that out. Where is my... There it is. So no, we still don't have a salt mine. That's most likely the mod there. So we need to build another marketplace then in this area too. Well, let's actually have 2 in this area. And here we're going to have then some fisheries, additional ones, and also some saltworks. So there we have a few fishermen, and then we also need a few of these saltworks there, or seawater selling. Let's add a few of them. Let's just hope that we can actually cultivate that. It seems pretty good. Yep, it's just going underground then, I guess. Let's just add a few more then to it. Oh, here we cannot do that anymore. Can we have some fisheries here? Nope, also not. Alright, so this is pretty much full here. Let's have the road there as well. We have an inferno in Sleepy Hollow, obviously. This is working. I can't build a street there, but it's fine for now. One more thing that we need to do. Some of you pointed that out to me already, and that is we do need a Harbormaster Office there, close to Wolf's Haven, of course, because then people can just go there directly. This one here, Harbormaster Office, allows the exchange of goods with other ships. Having a smaller one of these here in Sleepy Hollow makes sense. A lot of sense. It's also faster than for my ships to deliver resources there. And I think what we just need to do now is, yep, we do need to adjust the ports. So for example, in this case here, we have the stone and the wood being delivered. So if I want to add now a new warehouse, it should be then this one here. And there we just choose it then with the wood and 2 times the stone, for example. And thus, as you can see, we, I think, only have a quarter of the traveling distance anymore than it was previously. And beside the building materials, as I like to call it, building materials, we also should do the same thing with pottery. We don't. Cloth, we should definitely do it with the cloth as well. So I'm just going to add then Sleepy Hollow, this one here, and add the cloth to it. And thus my ship is way faster, of course. And yeah, it's part of my problem that I did not realize that sooner. I was so busy with defending myself. Let's also do it here, choosing this port there, and we just can go with the liquor. And as I can see, we're pretty much capped on these resources at the moment. Wolf's Haven, this one here, is also going right for this port now. And there is the linen garments, the coal, and the meat. Right, so as we can see, these ships are really docking now right here. And that's just basically a little jump to Sleepy Hollow itself. So what we see, first of all, there is a fire somewhere. There it is. We don't have a fire station in this district yet. We have a fire station here though. Oh yeah, there it is one. So let's have another one here. There is already one. Right, we have actually enough fire stations in this area. Let's have one further outside them for this district, so that we have several of them then close together. It's better because, of course, we can douse the flames more quickly. We have a lot of resources here too in Sleepy Hollow. Another thing that I want to do is I want to increase the rate of my tool production. At the moment in Wolf's Haven, we do have a tool production.
Grant me the honor of your support.
Oh, there we have once again this first part of the extensive grand quest line, the chess game. The Grand Vizier is a passionate chess player and has found in Lord Northberg an equally enthusiastic devotee. Owing to the great distance between them, their written moves will be conveyed. Alright, I'm telling Richard what next move the Grand Vizier is doing. Let's actually do this. Let's send my flagship down here. Ashgabat though still needs a few resources there. We do have, yep, there we have something. It's a cloth trade route that can be activated again. We do need quite some stone, right? And let's go down there. I think this should be safe to go, so we can just do this. Let's also have a look at the diplomacy there again. Nah, at the moment not possible. But I think with Trevani at least we soon should be on friendly terms again, thanks to the new diplomatic relations. This is looking really good there now. Lots of resources coming in, and that fire is still raging, but as we can see, only in the peasant district, right? It's not some high quality buildings that we would lose there. Cider, I think, is still a problem though, because we've expanded so quickly now. Oh, and by the way, since we're patricians now, we have the council meetings now as well. So we could purchase seats here for the council. We could do the same thing, for example, with the cardinal, I think. No, actually, we do need to. Yeah, we need to unlock for foreign takeover. We need to unlock a attack there still with our honor points. But for our own towns, we can do this now. And of course, if I see that someone is going too many seats there, for example, we could then prevent it. Now, what I still want to do is, let's just check. I want to build more trade ships still. And, oh, wait a second. We could go with the medium one. Yep, let's go with the medium trade ship. Our first one. We can afford that. And probably now go with the tools. So down here we have an iron deposit. Let's have a warehouse there. Quite dramatic, nothing really big is happening. A bit of a fire. And we do need a charcoal burn. Even though, wait a second, we do have coal. A lot of coal that is being transported from Wolf's Haven. So the only thing we really need is a mine and a smelter. Right? And let's have in this district here our smiths then as well. Our toolsmiths. Right? In that smaller district there. So I got the iron smelter. And what we still need is the toolsmith. There it is. Having 2 of them for now. We can have then 4. Let's just see the next one.
Got a good deal there.
There is another iron mine. quite the panic up there. Let's have a warehouse here too. We can squeeze it in. And have ourselves an iron mine there and a smelter, right? That is okay. That is clean more or less.
One of your ships has been sunk.
I'm not having a whole industry here in that area.
A good deal.
Going to squeeze in there something else. That is another one, and there we have another one. There is already a warehouse here, very good. So let's have another iron mine and a smelter. And whoops, our medium trade ship is ready now. Let's have a look at that. There it is. Oh, it's actually looking exactly like the ships from Richard Northburg, and it looks beautiful. It's faster and it has 4 cargo slots. That's amazing.
Thank you. Shukran.
Alright, this one has been finished, and now we need to deliver that report to him. And Giovanni would offer me now a peace treaty. Yep, with 3,000 coin only. That's a bargain. Very good.
That's very fair.
So at least that is done again. With one of them we are at peace terms. The Cardinal doesn't like that because we don't have a common enemy anymore, even though we are enemies ourselves. Let's deliver that, and I gotta say, I like this quest line here. We get a lot of honor out of it, and in this case you have 37 tons of bread that we can sell right away, because of course I'm not going to use that bread. But I like that we now have these trade ships there, and you know what I'm using this for? Righto, for settling on new islands. These 2 up here, and to start our bread and beer production. People want beer, obviously. First, we still need to finish our tool production as well. So we do have another smelter. I can have 2 more toolsmiths now in this area too, that I'm going to add. Later on, we could then just also have some weaponsmiths here in this district, right? Having a smaller industrial district, why not? Let's also combine this one here. Let's go the road down here. Righto, some paved roads now, because I think we can really go for more paved roads. From now on, only paved roads, and now I can finally use my street hotkey as well, because we just need that road from now on. We have a very good stone production as well, not only here but also in Wolf's Haven. And since the distance is so small now, we are having a lot of deliveries. One thing that I can see as well here is that we do need a landing pier. Do we have that unlocked now? It would be amazing, because
Let me give you a hat.
we got a lot of ships incoming, but I think the mod does not allow that yet.
An enemy henchman has
And of
been
course,
seen
I
in your
would be a
settlement.
fool to think that this mod makes anything easier, so we still haven't unlocked the landing pier yet, the landing port, so I cannot have anything there. So this one will do it for now. It's still faster already as it is. That should be fine. Let's just check real quick how's our tool production. All of them are now working. My ships are now coming into Richard Northburg, very good. And yeah, the only thing that I would do now is wait for a bit of tool, and then we can upgrade a lot of these buildings here.
Happy to help you.
Let's also just check. Fish is maximum, salt is going up, cloth is going up, cider is even going up. So all of these peasants, well, wasn't affecting my storage there too much. This gives me, of course, the ability to have a few more of them that we could squeeze in all these areas here. And probably on the other side as well. Yeah, well, oh, the big fire is over, by the way. We should have a carpenter building there as well. Just around them, so he can now repair them. As we can see, that is working. Slow but steadily. And the higher quality buildings, they're not on fire that often anymore. It's mostly affecting the peasant buildings. There's another one up there. And that is no sabotage, though. Right, so that is just happening because these buildings are made of wood, obviously. There we could still have another district. And then I think my city growing is finished for now. And the quest can be given up again, turned in again, and 37 tons of bread and 50 honor. Where's the bread? There it is. Let's sell it right away for, yeah, almost 1,000. Not bad. Do we get another quest then for this? I hope so. So let's just wait here. So he's probably thinking about the next move on his chest, for his chess. And here, let's have now a few more houses. We already have close to 200 tons of building materials again. Righto, so up here and this way. And also another district has been born just outside here, and just look at how big the town now is. This is the developed part though, and this is where just beggars live more or less. Here we have the space to grow then in the future as well, once I get rid of the cider plantations. And yeah, I think we could just continue with the upgrading there a bit, especially peasants then as well. So this will be my next major boost, since we can afford that many peasants, the cider perhaps a bit. Other than that, it's fine. And then we can finally start with the next advanced production chains. Stay tuned.